Hello, welcome to this playthrough of Elden Ring, where I will be in the co-pilot seat and Branwell will be driving. This is a lore playthrough, and in every video there will be spoilers, because this is intended as a vehicle for Branwyn to explain her theories on the lore of the setting. So if you'd rather develop your own theories without being influenced by other people's, or don't want to be surprised on some of the deep lore of the game, this is not a straight playthrough of just playing gameplay focused. This is a lore focused playthrough. So you might want to give this a pass if you want to avoid big spoilers. With that said, I hope you enjoy the video. And going.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Speculate over Elden Ring, the lore playthrough. I am Bramwyn, I am here with Thrith.
Hello, someone's been looking at what I titled this.
Oh yes. No, I am subscribed.
Yep. Uh,
But yeah, I figured, I couldn't remember if I pointed out the most important thing about the corpse of the massive dragon here.
um,
So we are
go on.
So we are sitting atop the dragon right now over the the Great Dragon Communion Shrine.
Right.
Remember how we talked about like how this thing died? And we've noted there was an army got charbroiled there, but in a big line near its mouth, but most of the so when this thing went down, there was an army here.
Right.
And there were the smaller dragons, whether the smaller dragons were harrying the big dragon because they're white and this one's black. And the wing is covered in harpoons, so they were probably throwing or shooting the harpoons at this thing to bring it down.
Mm-hmm.
Did I show you what actually killed it in the end?
I not sure, the memory isn't in my head, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. Because it was like the heart was scooped out
Right. Yeah.
after it was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the hell? What is that?
This seems to be a massive stone sword blade.
Uh
At
huh.
least it has a fuller, and
Could
this
be.
definitely looks like the tang,
Yeah. It could be
or what's left of the tang.
It could be a spear blade, but yeah, that
Yeah, only
the a this being a sword is much more bearable than this being a spear, though.
yeah, and yeah, it goes right into the back of its head.
Yeah. What the hell were you fighting?
Yeah, that's a good question. We think that Night Rain has the answer.
Oh.
In that at the end of Night Rain, a one of the falling golden soul bits from the Erd tree
Yeah.
um, alights on an island to the south of the Lands Between,
Right.
and it gets up and reveals it's a giant golem-like thing made of fingerprinted silver and trees.
Fingerprinted?
Yeah, it's fingerprint pattern.
I'm sorry. Repeat that. It kind of bubbled out.
the fingerprint walls.
Okay, 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 okay. I get it.
Yeah. Um. So, yeah, it stands up and then turns around and walks away.
Oh,
Uh, and it would be large enough to wield something that size.
oh, oh.
Uh, so, interesting lore tidbits. I mean, the other thing that would wield something that size is, the big heads in that you see in Caelid, the big gulls.
Yeah.
Something that big could wield something that size.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in one of the um, in one of the smithing things, I went and got this. This is the meteoric ore blade.
Oh, sir,
It's
looks very
one of
rough.
yeah, it's one of the legendary great weapons. It scales off of arcane, so we can use it. It also has a nice charging sort of stab special.
Does it do
It
bleed?
says
Because most of the
it
arcane
does.
stuff do bleed.
It does not. It does not do bleed, but
Weird.
it does scale. It does scale a bit off arcane.
Huh.
It does. It does a bit of magic damage,
Okay.
but it says fashioned from an excavated shard of an arrowhead that was once part of the old god's arsenal, a capable piercing weapon that excels at thrusting attacks. So
Okay.
that's an arrowhead. So there were like the giants used to be massive, very obviously. Um,
As an arrowhead, it's still
or
smaller than that. I mean,
yes,
an arrowhead of that size still implies a smaller beam than that, whatever held that as a sword.
whatever the hell that is. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And but like, so here's an interesting question: were they really big, or are we now really small?
Good question.
It I don't think it particularly matters, but it's an interesting one, right?
I mean, that's the Greek myth thing, isn't it? Where they believe that humans have been shrinking.
Yes.
Where like
Yeah. No. And
because
there's definitely evidence that humans in this game have been shrinking. So if that's been going on for long enough,
mm-hmm.
um, which leads into some other interesting things with former from software games that we'll get into at some point.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so I figured we would come back to Bonnie Village because I went and got all of the Forager Brood books that I can.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Bonnie Village is way too cheerful a name for what this is.
for what this is, yes. Horrendous War Crimes Village.
Yep.
And there's a thing that we haven't come and seen
I
yet.
don't think it's even really a war crime so much as just a genocide human rights violation in just,
Genocide's a war crime?
yeah, but
Oh,
was
I guess you don't. I guess you don't have to do genocide when you're at war. That's true.
I also don't think they're actually at war.
No, no, this is true.
I mean,
Um,
they did eventually be at war, but that was after they did all this.
that's true. So, we have this near Bonnie Village,
Uh-huh.
on the outskirts. We have this gnarled, twisted tree,
Mm-hmm.
and at the foot of this tree, we have this beheaded shaman corpse.
In the arrow sort of posture that All the statues are
Yep.
in on this side of Marika statues, right?
Yes. Well, we think they're Marika statues, or like because they, other than the arm position, they mimic Marika's pose from
Mm-hmm.
the statues in the main game.
Right.
But the arm pose is different.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, but this is a shaman corpse that has been buried as in shaman tradition, or not buried so much as interred in the shaman tradition at the foot of a tree, kneeling, arms spread, as if inviting a an embrace.
Mm-hmm.
But this one has been beheaded. Um,
Okay.
and when we, the item in her lap
Oh,
is "O Mother."
okay.
Um, so if
I
we
was half
go,
expecting the body to disintegrate when you picked that up.
yeah, no, it stays. This is a very important gesture because it will open a doorway later.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Here it is.
Okay. There's a very little bit of the use of gestures in Neo 2.
Hmm.
There's, interacting with the badgers in the chests that duplicate you. Uh,
Yes.
and there's a couple of NPC interactions where a, you want to do a specific kind of gesture. And then there are the wall monsters where there's one gesture you can give out of there's three types. One type will get you past them. The other two types will get them upset, and if you do it twice, then they attack you.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Um, no. So this, we also have white flesh mushrooms
That's a
around
lovely
here.
name.
Yeah, well, we've also seen red flesh mushrooms.
True.
So there's sort of, it seems to be that there's two parallel uh it's not species, or I hesitate to say races, but the
Mm-hmm.
shamans seem to have two parallel um
Types.
types. Yeah,
Groups.
uh groups. Yes. One is a red, one is white,
Okay.
and
The shaman are a culture rather than a position within a culture, is what I'm getting.
correct. Yeah, they are. It's the shaman who were the shaman race that was taken and put in the jars in order to, for the horn scent to create saints, or what the horn scent called a saint.
Right,
Um,
right.
so having this was obviously um, a figure of importance for the shaman who was interred here, and for some reason her body has been
Not quite
her head has
mummified.
been removed.
Right. It's not quite mummified. It's like plants have.
No, they turn into trees
Oh!
when they die.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, they when they die, they yeah, they become one with the trees, and whether or not this tree is growing behind her because she sat there, or if this tree was planted so that it would one grow to surround her corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also, this is a different. This isn't the same tree as is a very different species. It twists, it's gnarled. Whether or not that is because of what happened here at Bonnie Village, or whether this is what the white flesh mushroom trees are like, and the red flesh mushroom trees grow straight.
Okay.
That could also be true.
Right.
But there is another very interesting mystery surrounding this body.
Oh.
And for that, we are going to wander in here at and take a look at this object.
Those look like horns.
This, if I hold up the torch, is a giant snake skin.
Oh. Yeah. Huh.
Um, and it's very hard. Like this torch, and most of the torches, like, they're all colored. Like, none of them gives off a pure white light, so it's very hard to tell like the color of the eyes or anything like that. But very
Mm-hmm.
obviously, um this means something, right?
Yeah. I
This
mean,
snakeskin being here means something. Like,
it looks like it was white,
mm,
and I think white snakes have some symbolisms associated with immortality in Japanese culture.
yeah,
There's a trio of there's the snake, the toad, and the fox. I think
mm-hmm,
it gets referenced. It's referenced in Naruto with Orochimaru and
yes,
Naruto's mentor and the gambling lady.
yes.
Um,
All of the tailed creatures are some form of mythological Japanese creature.
mhm.
Like, yeah, I mean, they because the fox is the nine tails, and then the octopus, I think, is the
8, I think.
is eight,
And
and yeah, because
there's an ox because ox head and is the thing all over the place in East Asia. Anything connected to China has like an ox head and a horse head.
yes,
Uh,
um, but this is also like snake shedding its skin and everything is very reincarnation coded as well.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
So so was and considering what we know about the Glowmide Queen and the apostles
Mm-hmm.
being snake-like,
Right.
um, and stuff that we will eventually find at Mount Gelmir in the main game and everything,
Yep.
was this a reincarnate? Like, how was this person related to the snake in some way? Like, what is because this is very obviously placed so that we look at the snake, the shed snake skin, and we relate it to the symbol of rebirth, and we have an interred body
Right. Yeah.
in a place of reverence. So what the heck? Like, what is the well, one of the mysteries that we will talk about a lot is
Yep.
going to be this snakeskin. Now, people have checked for secret doors here pretty quickly, so I'm not going to like go around and do that again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, quite obvious. Like, people thought that this was an indication of a secret area that might explain more, but there isn't anything like that around here, unfortunately.
Mm.
So that is one of the big mystery slash hints for what the hell is going on in this game.
I know that
Um,
there's other snake entities in this game.
yes.
Are there
There
any
is.
snake entities in the other FromSoft games?
Oh yes. So this is an interesting one because in the what's the Jap Sekiro,
Mm-hmm.
you actually fight, or rather, like I say, it's a quote unquote fight.
I
It's a
I
stealth.
I think I've heard of this one. Go on.
Yeah, there are two gigantic snakes,
Hmm.
like massive kaiju sized snakes in that game, that you defeat
Right.
by stabbing, by stabbing them in the head. Like one of them you stab in the head. The first time you stab it in the eye and drive it off, and then you stab it in the head while it's like,
Mm-hmm.
um you dive from the top of a mountain onto its head when it's at the bottom of a chasm, and stab it through the head. So
Right.
but Sekiro mentions that. So Sekiro's whole thing is about the gods. So a dragon, a sky dragon, arrived in the area, and it gave basically a present of divinity to a particular person, and every time that person um, is killed, it gets passed on to someone else, and that person is immortal. Like
Right.
they can't die of old age.
Okay.
Um, and it's all about trying. Like you are, uh, the current immortal is your ward, and you've got and is also supposed to be the prince of the kingdom and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is trying to control him because feudal era Japan, and they're basically the emperor. Um,
Right.
and
Right.
you are trying to protect him, and do what he wants to, because he's like, he can see that like the his gift
Mm-hmm.
of immortality is causing civil war, strife,
Yeah.
it's tearing the place apart. So he's
Right.
like, I have to take this gift and leave.
Yeah.
And so you get to, like, what is your choice? Are you going to help him do that, or are you
Uh-huh.
going to try and steal the gift for yourself, or whatever? But eventually you face the sky dragon because you need its tears,
Okay.
for a mission. So you have to, like, force it to cry and then collect its tears. You can't kill it because it's immortal. And the only way you can force it to cry is by getting one of what they call the mortal blades that can actually hurt it. Um, so you don't kill it in that boss fight. But the lore on the snakes mentions that there were two. That snakes used to be the gods of the land before the sky dragon came, and the sky dragon took over from them.
Okay.
And I just accidentally, in my gesticulation that nobody can see, I just accidentally almost spilt my water all over the keyboard.
That couldn't have been good at all.
Mm. Now, serpent, the word serpent turns up in a lot of Dark Souls lore. And this is the bridge that
This is the
is
plot
going to
bridge.
progress the story. This is the plot bridge.
Have we done everything we
So
need to go over it?
we have,
Okay.
yeah, but we're going to leave talking on this video.
Okay. Yep. It's also 23 minutes, so this is a good place to pause.
Awesome. All right. Well, yeah, we will talk about serpents more later, and
Mm-hmm.
other Dark Souls lore, and when we come back, we'll cross this bridge.
Yep. We've come to it. Now we can cross it.
Yep.
Okay. See you next video.